What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Elle,
It's your boy, Jew.
And I'm Rashad.
and you are now rocking with the Culture Council. Miss y'all niggas.
Where you been?
Working. Being a teacher. Did some programs with the school. We did Michael Jackson show, 3
a teacher?
days. Yeah, theater and performing arts.
That's what's up.
I'm like,
What you been on, Jew?
I just been grinding. Y'all see, I came back with curls.
See?
I left with a cut.
He
Came back with curled up.
He came back with a little curl activator.
Don't leave me hanging.
With a little suave.
Bro, what you been on, man?
Man, I just been in the gym.
I see you got your thing going on, the run.
Yeah,
back.
the run club.
What's that about?
I like running. I didn't know it was that therapeutic. When I was in high school, I ran cross country because they made us do it for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated it. Then last summer, I just went out with some guys that they got this run club called We Run 313.
Uh-huh.
And I went out there, did 2 miles, knocked it out in like 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Then they had like a 5K race that same weekend. I hopped in that, and I just been up and running ever since.
I thought you was there for a different reason. You know, that's the new club.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Oh,
Me too.
oh, that's
You
why
know.
Sean put them together like that.
I can't.
That's why he motivated.
I can't run by myself.
You need a fellowship.
I need a fellowship.
You need a fellowship, a joint of that. But other than that, as y'all can tell, we've been missing each other, but we brought one of the homies to hang with us on the couch today.
Yeah.
Yes.
He pulled up on us. Anton Daniels, people.
Yeah. What
Round of
up? What
applause.
up?
Bro, we appreciate you pulling up on us as we are reintroducing ourselves to the people today.
Glad to be
and,
here.
of course, we are seeing what you're doing in this particular spectrum and platform when it comes to social media and YouTube and the streaming, man.
Yeah.
Before we get to talking about everything, because we gonna talk about everything.
For sure.
Before we get to certain destinations, we want to talk about the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Holla at us. Why did you make up your mind that this is the route?
Well, all right. Let me ask y'all a question. Can I talk how I want to talk?
Absolutely.
All right. So, well, let me just say this. Number one, everybody, even in the streaming world, even in the content creation world, they feel like they got to leave a city in order to go and get it. I never felt like that. Even people was trying to convince me in the industry, like, yo, move to Atlanta or come to LA and all of that. I never felt like I had to do that. I always wanted to stay home. You know what I'm saying? So it was important for me to represent where I was and where I was from and where I grew up and was raised.
Where is that?
Detroit, West Side.
Okay.
So I went to Cass Tech elementary school. I went to Hampton Elementary, graduated from Cass Tech, went all 4 years at Cass Tech, and just been here my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody moved. A lot of people moved. A lot of my family moved, but I stayed. And so I just got a love for the city. And I always felt like, I came up at a time, I graduated in 2000 from high school, and I remember when Greektown was empty.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I would have to catch the bus downtown, Hamilton, 7 Mile, straight downtown, get off at Cass Tech. And so now that the city is coming back, you see a lot of people running back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I'm with it. But I'm not about to be nowhere else when I done been through all of the bad part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. And so I just grinded, hustled. Software engineer, went broke in 2008. During the housing crisis. I used to work at the plant. I worked at Rouge Steel.
Okay.
Local 600.
Rouge.
Shout out to everybody in Local 600. And lost my job there, went broke, and just hustled. Went back to school, got my degree in software engineering. Went to community college, Oakland Community College, and then transferred to Oakland University. Worked at the University of Michigan, and then leveled up in corporate America, worked at Comerica Bank over in Auburn Hills. And then eventually I retired when I was 37, went back into corporate America because they offered a crazy bag at Flagstar Bank, and then they merged with New York Community Bank. Got a bag out of that, but I was doing content the whole time, documenting the journey. It was a marketing opportunity, and then it just kind of changed into what it changed into. And now we doing between 50 and 100 million views a month,
Wow.
just on YouTube.
So before we get there, what you just explained your process, but what triggered that you wanted to get in this particular world?
I didn't get into it for the things that we doing it now. You know what I'm saying? I had already built my companies. The only reason I went into software engineering because I wanted to figure out how to move products and e-commerce, because it was the opportunity to kind of level the playing field with major companies. And so as long as I was able to build the product and build the platform to move the product, that was the goal. That's why I got into software engineering, and then it translated into, corporate America. I'm gonna get that bag too. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at the online platforms as a way to market myself in corporate America. So my goal was to, if you go into the interview process, even back in the teens, the early 2012, 13, 14, it was unheard of for people to know who you were before you went into the interview process, or for people to understand what your platform is. So I wanted to make myself more relatable and likable to corporate America. And then I was also obsessed with the architecture of Detroit. So I was the last person to document the Pontiac Silverdome before it exploded. I used to travel across the country documenting all of my journeys and my lifestyle, but I would also include like, oh, I'm a family man and all of that stuff, so that I wound up getting recruited to go to Comerica Bank. I never applied to that. And so they let me build my own UX practice there because they were fans of the show. You know what I'm saying? Fans of what I was doing on a corporate level. And even now I get crazy offers to go into corporate America or from businesses and stuff like that. So I looked at it as marketing, and it just kind of turned itself into something else, and I just stuck with it.
I think that's the unique thing about CAS technicians.
Yeah.
You guys are like innovators. I don't know a person that went to CAS that's not successful in any arena that they're in.
Well, the tripped out part about that is that if you travel around the country, whether you go to Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they all got their own culture. And I didn't travel to Manchester, Tokyo. I just got back from Brazil. We unique in Detroit. We hustlers. Even when it come to beef, it's usually either about a girl or some money. It's not about no gang, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're a part of an organization, it's still about getting money. And what I've learned is that we unique in that we look to hustle, we look to get the money. And if it ain't about no money, then we really not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really into it.
Me neither.
So
I second that.
yeah.
I got a question though.
Y'all can
Talk
ask
about
me anything.
The Pistons.
So
Let's
I
stop
got,
there.
We're gonna go there.
I pay courtside seats every year. I spend a crazy amount of money for my seats. Usually all of the seats is it's very rare that you get like people that want to buy the whole season that's on the floor, because it's companies. Rocket Mortgage, StockX, all of those type of companies. So I pay for my seats. So I get emotional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When stuff
It's
ain't
hard.
playing the way that it's supposed to play out. But it was cool. It was a good season.
We just got our ass handed to us though.
Yeah.
When did we go wrong?
I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, if you looked at the game, for me, because I'm a sports fanatic, the defense, all right, so Cleveland figured this out, right? And really what happened was all of the perimeter defenders was driving them into the defenders that's down low, the Durans and all of that stuff, right? But the big man is the one that made the difference. So we wasn't really defending the way that we wanted to on the perimeter because we was just driving them into the middle. But they was making the plays that they were supposed to, and they just exposed us. That's all it is.
Do you think Jalen Duran showed up?
I think he got exposed. And I hate to say that because I'm cool with a lot of them. But, he was playing for that contract. He not going to get that contract.
Nowhere near it.
And he's still a young guy, and I think he got some growing and learning to do. But
You ought to put him on your lap and just...
no, the fuck I don't.
He was playing for that contract. It's hard to watch because I seen that money going away
It was like,
as the series was going on, as the playoffs was going
it's
on.
about 60 to 80 million.
Probably
Easy.
more than that. Probably
think
more than that. Yeah, because he a restricted free agent, so he got to go get the money, and then the Pistons can match it. I don't think that they're gonna give him what he wants because Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren wanted the contract extension this year before the season started. And, the Pistons wasn't willing to do it. They was like, we're going to play it out and see how it go. Jaden Ivey got traded, and he melted in the playoffs. He looked like he was about to get that bag, but he melted in the playoffs. So it kind of worked out for the Pistons, to be honest with
Do
you.
you think it was a mental play with him?
No, I just think he ain't as good as they think he is.
He 22. He got a lot of
I see, got a lot of growing to do.
He's a muscle hamster, right? And what I look at as a muscle hamster is that those dudes aren't as mobile as you think that they are, right? If you look at I like Laurie Marketing, right? He one of the most skilled big men that I like in the league. The dude is just like, he got every capable tool that you know, in his arsenal. Now, if you look at a Jalen Duren, he kind of built like Dwight Howard, but he even more top heavy. He's not as mobile, you know what I'm saying? So it's much easier to expose him in the playoffs when you got to slow down, you know, how you playing. So I don't look at him as that skilled.
He look like an old man when he moves.
Yeah,
Like,
he do.
The mobility is just not there.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can even teach that. I don't know if you can modify that.
I don't think you can either.
Oh, Jalen, I was very disappointed. I think people don't realize by the Pistons losing how much Detroit lost, meaning businesses, just us thriving as a city. We took, like you said, we take this stuff seriously.
It wasn't just we lost; we got our ass beat.
You go,
It wasn't like seconds, minutes. It wasn't that. We got our ass handed to us. So what was a 30-point lead?
Listen, we have to look at the fact that we only won 14 games about 2-3 years ago.
That's right, 2 years ago. Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm.
So we got to give them boys some grace for just bringing life and energy to the city.
I think they're a couple pieces away. They're a shooter away, which you got to remember. Malik Beasley got suspended because of that whole gambling situation. They need a couple shooters, and then I think they need a finisher.
We should have made a move at the trade deadline like we did back in.
But who do you give up?
Who we giving?
Right.
That's what I was about to ask you. Who we leave?
Because they trying to get Devin. They want the talks is Devin Booker.
I
Who do we?
Listen,
I don't think so.
This me
I
and
don't like Devin
This
Booker.
me and everybody think I'm crazy. I said, go scoop DeMar DeRozan
I don't like him either.
just for like a expiring
DeRozan,
contract. He
That makes sense
He
'cause
might
he
have
coming
would
off
have
the
put
books,
He
but-
might have would have put us over the top.
I don't
for
think
this
so.
year.
You sound like
I don't see
Jadakiss
him.
over here is killing me. Speak up.
I think we need a Laurie Marketing, bro.
I'm
I
trying.
like Laurie Marketing. He sick. He on Utah. He on a losing team. But
So he hungry.
yeah, I mean he good. He fit that mold of what you need. He tall. He long. He lanky. He can shoot. He's skilled. That's what I like.
So you a real basketball fan.
100%.
So you watch college.
A little bit. Not as much as I watch the NBA.
So you hip to
Because,
that.
well, since they came out with the NIL and they hitting the portal and stuff like that, I don't like college as much anymore.
But you hip to Darius Acuff.
A little bit.
Used to go to Cass.
Yeah. I follow my high school. You know
I'm
how
just
it
making
is.
sure.
I follow my
making
school.
sure.
But you know, Cash is more known for football than it is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that played the football. He's been going through mental health before he even graduated.
Yeah.
Light skinned guy. What was his name? He just was in the news for getting arrested again.
I don't remember.
J. Rue.
J. Rue.
Yeah. Okay. I know
Yeah,
what
that
you're
was a
talking about.
sad story.
It's such an unfortunate
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And just to see him now, I was looking at the pictures. I guess something happened. I'm like, he just looks different. You can tell it's definitely some mental health,
Yeah.
and that we don't take seriously enough, even at the young age. I think we ignore it at the young age. Oh, he just bad, or he's just growing pains. Like, no, it's something going on.
Since you talked about that, what's up with this team takeover downtown?
Oh yeah.
They need their ass beat.
But see, y'all don't want to know what I think about that.
That's why
we
you
do.
here.
Yes,
we want to
we
know
do.
what you're talking
I
about.
don't. I hate to say this because I know that I got a voice that might be a little bit more impactful. I don't think that the mayor got a clue on what these kids want.
Because the current mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't think that the
it's
parents do either.
Well, it's the parents too, but here's the problem, right? We keep throwing money at recreation centers and talking about, oh, we gonna do overnight hooping and stuff. These kids ain't about that. They don't care nothing about
It's
that.
technology.
Yeah.
They not about to go into no recreation
You're right.
centers.
They
They
need
not
like
about
that.
to go skating.
No, I need like rap labs. So every kid want to be a rapper, or something to do with technology or coding or something like
I think
that.
it's a waste of time to throw all of that money into that. And I just think you need a heavy hand because when you talk, listen, I just went and toured the Hudson's building to look at a unit, right? Those units, and somebody already bought a whole floor.
Already.
They already bought a whole floor, right? So 96 units right above the Edison Hotel. Edison Hotel is a very, very high-end hotel. They building units, and the main one that's open is in Miami already. They building them all over the world. The thing about it is that when you got that type of money going into a place, the place I looked at, they was trying to sell me for 1.7 million, put a 10% deposit down, right? Right around the block, somebody got shot. They not having that, bro. They don't want that type of energy over there no more. And so you talking about a zip code that's growing exponentially. The who's who was moving into that building. And so that's not even a building on some investment type of stuff. They charging $2 per square foot just for HOA fees. You got a 2,000 square foot unit, you paying $4,000 a month just for HOA fees. Just for HOA, that's just to be there.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with the purchase of the unit, none of that type of stuff, right? So they're not playing no games over there. And so the business community is a little bit more apprehensive about, you know, they need the right leadership, and they like, you got to do something about this. You got to have a heavy hand. We can't sit here and wait for stuff to happen before you start to clear it out. You can't even go to Novi past 7 o'clock without somebody over 18. You can't go to Birmingham in certain places without somebody that's over 18 past a curfew. They not playing no games over there, bro.
Because the parents at some point have to be held responsible for their children's
You
behaviors.
can't. How can you? Half of the parents that they find didn't even show up to court.
I see it all the time.
So
I see it all the time. And I don't think it's always even a giving up on your child. I think that this generation of children are just extremely difficult. They're extremely entitled. They don't like authority. You know, we're labeling everything. When we was growing up, it wasn't an ODD, oppositional defiant disorder, and a ADHD, and a manic depressive, and all these types of things. And I'm saying that children can't have those experiences. What I'm saying is that some things, I think, if they were caught when they were this big, we wouldn't be happening when they're this big. And I don't think there is a such thing as gentle parenting. I think that's an oxymoron. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying cuss at your kids, because sometimes that leads to disrespect. What I'm saying is, like he said, have a heavy hand. My grandparents did not play with me.
yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
My mama stood 4'11", 120 pounds. I've been bigger than her since inception. I did not play with her.
Yeah.
Facts.
These kids today is bugging them at the teacher, bugging them at they whooping their parents' ass.
Yeah, they are.
Because the parents want to be friends with
No,
them.
that's not true.
Most of them.
Hell yeah.
I think we got a lost generation.
We do have a lost generation. I don't know what it's going to take to will it back in.
I don't think you can. I think you got to skip a generation. Does that sound crazy?
Now you want to give up on them?
They already done.
It's hard.
No.
Hey,
Think
dude,
about it. Think about it. This is the first generation that grew up in the social media era. When I grew up where we navigated into the social media era, right? I grew up, when I went to college, I had just got hip to Black Planet.
Right.
So it was a little different for me. You know what I'm saying? But this is the first generation that grew up on tablets. They tablet babies. It was a no kid left behind. They got rid of all of the learning disability
Which
rooms.
is a disservice for the No Child Left
They
Behind,
never
because we're
failed
pushing
them
kids
and
through.
forced them to actually learn. Half of these kids can't read at a second grade level.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's if you want to
COVID
reach
fucked them
people, you got to reach them early, or they're going to have to learn a lesson the hard way. And, you know.
So I agree, but I disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I understand what you're saying, but how do we just skip a generation?
It is what it
Because some of our kids are in that generation that we love.
Oh, no,
and
every
that
I've
we-
been focused on mine.
Every kid is not like the whole culture. The culture is toxic, but people are not a monolith. Meaning that you're gonna have you're gonna have unique people or people that make it. But as far as overall, when you talk about the majority, I don't think they're gonna make it, bro.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it. Even when we go to college, we don't pick fields that's gonna benefit us. We don't go into STEM. We don't go into any of that type of stuff. When I went into software engineering, even in 2011, 12, 10, I was the only Black guy in my classes. You know what I'm saying? I was the only person that was studying front end, back end, database, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. Now you got AI, machine learning, prompt engineering. You know, they not going into that, bro, at all.
In my school at River Rouge School District, shout out to River Rouge School District, we offer a lot of those programs.
Yeah.
We offer Meta, we offer STEM, we offer a lot of different tools to help children succeed and to show them other avenues. It's just about getting them there. I will say at the school district that I'm at is that it's an amazing family-oriented culture, and just, but I see also where a lot of kids are just like,
And gave up on it.
You don't get it. You don't understand.
If I was to have a kid today, I wouldn't homeschool and I wouldn't put him in public school. They
Would you
have to go to
Montessori?
They would have to go to private school.
Yeah.
Specifically Catholic private school.
I went to
They would
Catholic
have to.
private.
Yeah, I did in middle school. I got one daughter. Just graduated 18.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was great. But I was intentional. Like, I only wanted one kid.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to divide resources. So I've always felt like, I grew up with 3 brothers. And then, my grandmother had 13 kids on my mother's side. We didn't know we was poor until, until we realized we was poor. Because I had a father in the household and all of that stuff. So we was better than everybody else in the hood, but we was still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't the social media era where you could look and see what everybody else was doing. Your world was really as big as your hood. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even until I got to high school, because at Cass Tech, you got kids from all over the city that was going there. It wasn't even until I got into high school that I really realized how everybody else was living. So nowadays, it's completely different. Like, the world literally is on this device.
In their fingertips, and they are obsessed
man.
with what everybody else is doing. These kids want things fast and don't want to work for them.
Yeah, they don't have no work ethic.
No.
They're not hustling.
They don't understand the concept of time.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
the time management.
No.
I be on my son's ass about that. Like, it's 24 hours in a day.
How old is your son?
He's 17.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I make him read books. I'm like, bro, 1 hour a day on a book. Like, come on, man.
Boys is different than girls, bro.
Boys, it's tough.
I'm glad I had a girl.
Why you say that?
Because girls, I think you can kind of like protect them more. Guys, you got to kind of let them suffer.
Yeah.
They got to go through it in order for them to become who they supposed to become. And it's tough to watch.
You can't coddle a man.
Yeah, you can't. You got to let them suffer. You got to let them go through it.
It's a way to nurture, but the nature has to be there too. And let him thrive in that as well.
I try to vocalize and just teach him verbally the things. Yeah. Like, I'm telling him the shit that's about to happen.
Yep.
Then I'm like, God damn. I
You
gotta
gotta
let you
You gotta
live.
go
gotta
shit.
let you
But
live.
look at how he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know
Yeah.
I was hard-headed as hell.
Yeah.
I was resentful to my mother, so I didn't want to hear shit she had to say.
But I had a
Now
lot
I
of
wish I listened to
I had
her
a lot
ass.
of male figures in my life, and I applied so many different things from them.
Yeah.
I just be wanting him to be able to apply the things, that the free game from all the men that's around him.
I also
Yeah.
think that having a 2-parent household makes a hell of a difference too.
Oh, it make a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive.
I can
And then
say-
I had 3 brothers. I had no sisters.
Co-parenting might be the hardest shit I ever experienced.
Absolutely. I don't have any children, but watching my husband have to co-parent, it is challenging.
So AD, it's something you said. You just said a statement where a 2-parent household it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It brings, your kids can draw fruit from it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I was watching some you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to pull up on that real quick.
Go ahead.
You said, don't leave the relationship because he cheated.
100%.
Explain.
Well, it depends. I don't think that cheating is the end-all, be-all. I think that is much, much worse things. You can get over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that. All right, so let me back up for a second, because this is my
Come
He had
wheelhouse
to
right
position
now.
Come on.
himself.
I don't think that any woman is single, ever, even if she's single. It's always somebody there. Always somebody there. Now, the question that we ask ourselves before we even man this out is, if you single, are you really getting cheated on if you're talking to somebody and you don't know what they got going on? Like, technically, you're not, because they're not yours.
It's the embarrassment with that.
That's ego.
It is ego, right? You don't want your ego bruised, neither do I. My thing is, I'm not looking for it. As long as it don't come to my front door.
Well, but here's the thing: the expectation that was created for you, right, was you the only person.
I'm entitled to, so I'm not.
A lot of guys today are not even entertaining the idea of getting into a monogamous relationship or getting married to a woman in the
because
first
they don't
place,
have to. So many women are okay with being on the side.
which speaks to the expectation that's created for them.
Exactly.
So the expectation is,
There's no chase.
If you him, then you probably gonna rock out anyway because you understand that I'm him to you.
I think
to you, I'm him.
And I also think that women today are so much more desperate.
Well, what else? What choice do they got?
Scarce.
It's a scarcity.
What choice do they got?
It's a scarcity, and social media has made it where men don't have to chase us anymore.
No,
Because
I think way more women are shooting their shot.
that's
every
something
day.
I can never do that. I can never slide in a DM. I'm never
You'd be
saying
surprised.
what's up. I know chicks that do it. I'm just not that. I'm just not that
You'd be
girl.
surprised.
I'm just not that girl.
It don't even be like a direct shot sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
it's making yourself.
These women are aggressive.
It'd be like a little.
Absolutely, they are.
It'd be like
Is
a
that
little
attractive?
I think they should be.
That's attractive.
Make me
You
see
gotta
you.
adjust to the. You gotta adjust to the climate.
You say you.
I
Like
don't
that
have to do
shot?
anything. I'm off the table.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Make me see you.
Well, that's what they do. On
And
social
I like people who like me.
I don't see why. I don't see. No. You're
Like
right.
me. Show me
You're
you like
100%
me.
right. I don't see why guys. First
have
of
a
all,
hard time with
I
that.
believe in person interactions. I think
Yes.
that social media should be an extension of what's popping off, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I meet you, right, just hypothetically, let's just talk in general. If I meet you and we kicking it and we just exchange social media, it's a no pressure, you know what I'm saying, situation. It's like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, let's stay in touch or whatever. And I ain't I wouldn't be tripping about it. But in general, I think that in-person interaction is a better way to be able to vet exactly what you're getting yourself into before you get into it. I don't believe in just a random, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in none of that. That random, hey, let me just DM you. I ain't never seen you before. I ain't never met you before.
I need to see them.
Did you get a catfish? You mess
I
around
need
and
to
get
see
a
them
boy.
flaws. I need to see them teeth.
Imperfections.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You be surprised.
So, but more women than ever, they aggressive for what they want. They are way more aggressive than ever before.
So how do you feel about the whole polygamy culture, the neo culture?
I don't know. I think that's corny.
Yeah.
I think it's corny.
Would you rather just cheat or would you rather just have one
I
woman?
don't believe in cheating either. I just believe in being honest.
Okay.
Like, I just believe in being real where you at.
So say you with someone and
I
you
believe
say,
in giving people options to make a decision. I don't believe in tricking people. You know what I'm saying? I think that if more people was just real and say, hey, listen, this is where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be respectful of your time and let you know what you're getting yourself into. They going anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think that they'll have a lot more respect for you as a man because you giving them the option. Even if they say, you know what, no, or they come back and circle back around, they like the fact that you know what I'm saying, you transparent and you real and you're not trying to hide nothing. I don't believe in none of that.
I think
games.
that it also gives men a lack of control though, because once you tell me that you're doing you, I might want to do me too, and men don't particularly like that. I want you to just be mine.
Well, sell me the fantasy.
Like
I don't believe, again, I don't believe that no woman is single. So I believe that whatever this woman is, right, this hypothetical woman, he already done had her every way he wanted to have her. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, disillusioned by the idea that I'm unique to you. I'm not special, you know what I'm saying? But sell me the dream. And don't tell me what you got going on after that.
Not my business.
Like,
Not your business.
I love you.
Not your business.
I love you while you with me.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it G.
Okay, so do you believe that you should know a woman's complete past? Like y'all dating, y'all together. Do you need to know every nigga she fucks?
I don't believe in that either because I believe that guys that know what they doing can already tell who you are before. We don't have to ask.
That's a fact.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to
agree.
ask. I know what's up. So
And what does that
I
do
don't
for you?
understand. That's that internet talk.
Yeah.
Internet talk is how many bodies have you had? I don't think that real one's even having that type of conversation.
Because you can literally tell.
You can. 100%. And she gonna let you know without telling you.
Yeah, that conversation.
100%.
It's gonna rise. And something else you
More
don't
than that
agree
conversation.
What's
with
that?
that I pulled up on.
Go ahead.
You said, you won't have to put it like this. If a woman asks you to come home at a certain time, you basically saying that ain't happening.
Never. Ever.
I don't need to control you.
Ever.
Just have respect for the household.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in rules. You can't give me no
You can't
rules.
remember. I'm an adult.
Matter of fact, well, see, it's different for me.
I don't mean
and
to
I'm
cut you
going to
off.
tell you why it's
Go
different for me. Because I'm rich. So it's different for me. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple places.
And you could pay how you weigh.
You know what I'm saying? So
and
for me,
men don't understand that.
And let me tell you why. And it's not just about the money. It's the fact that I believe everybody should have their own place. Like, I don't believe that guys should have a man cave. You're not going to relegate me to no basement for a place that I pay for. You're not going to relegate me to the garage. You know what I'm saying? So I believe
No
in having,
comment.
you know what I'm saying? I believe in having my own space.
Period.
I got my own studio. I got multiple different places. I got the penthouse downtown. I got the place and, you know what I'm saying, out here or whatever. And so I don't,
So
we gonna connect.
if
when
you were
it's
married,
convenient.
would you
I am
still have your,
married.
okay, so you're married.
22 years.
Congratulations. So do you have a space where you can go to and you can just decompress?
Well, I got a space where I spend a majority of my time. Yeah. And then I bring you around, you know what I'm saying, when it's convenient. Absolutely.
It's just, that works for y'all. Okay, apparently it's been 22 years.
And I'm gonna do what I want to do.
And
And
she
I'ma make
trusts
sure-
that
and
you're
I'ma-
going to do the right thing.
Well, yeah, I ain't never got caught up in no BS. You know what I'm saying? So she well taken care of. Everybody is well taken care of. Now, here's the caveat to that. I believe that if you have children, though, small children, it's important that y'all be in a household together.
Right.
Yes, me too.
But grown people, let's say I'm 40, you 40, and we connect. I don't need to move you in with me. I like you where you are. But that don't mean that I don't want you in my space. That don't mean that I don't want you in my, you know what I'm saying, in my life. I want you in my life, but I want you, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that we need to go through the uncomfortability of trying to merge our lives together in that way.
And I always say, like, I have my life, my husband has his, and we have ours.
Right.
And we operate good in allowing each other to be free in certain spaces. Like, he doesn't have to be in my back pocket. I don't have to be in
100%.
his. But I think that took growth in being together going on 5 years.
Well, the honeymoon phase a lot of times is we got to be in each other's faces a lot.
Yeah.
I think that the thing that makes relationships last the most is when men are busy.
Women too.
Well, you're supposed to be,
We have
right?
to be busy because otherwise I'm in your face all day and your business all day.
Right.
And trying to figure out what you doing when you coming home. No, I have so many jobs I can't even think about.
So many.
So many jobs I can't
So
even think
many.
about.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Guys that are super successful are not spending their time chasing women.
No, they're not.
Honestly. Like, I'm so busy trying to focus on winning and life and all of this other stuff that 99% of my time is focused on what my next move is going to be. So it ain't even on that type of time. It's more or less about, you know, what makes the most sense based off of where we are. Because everything is a phase. You're not going to be the same person that you were when you're 20. When you're 30, you got a whole nother objective, a whole nother mindset when you're 40 versus when you was 30. You know what I'm saying? You had kids, you had small kids, you had a whole nother lifestyle, a whole nother socioeconomic status. So I'm not going to have the same lifestyle that I had now that I'm in a completely different space.
And you shouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Some people think that things are supposed to remain the same. There's no growth in that.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I believe that everybody have to make an adjustment based off of where they are in their life.
So speaking of, what if you get with someone and they already have children? And y'all have
Okay,
merged.
I wouldn't be. I don't recommend men do that at all. I think that's a recreation only type of situation. I don't recommend guys play step baby daddy to another woman's kids.
What about women?
I'm the same way. I think that, you know, you got to make a decision on that type of time. But as a man, I would never recommend.
Because you had a particular question about that.
I would never recommend a man be stepfather to a man's smaller kids.
Active for because he can't talk. The question is, should you be able to discipline your partner's children that are not yours?
I couldn't let nobody discipline my daughter.
I think discipline is two. You can do two. Is it a discipline of clean your room, or this is gonna get taken, or whoop your ass?
I'm not built like that. I'm not built to have nobody over my daughter.
I have 3 bonus children. One of them is underage.
It's different from women.
I would never steal. I'm not your mother. I'm not putting my hands on you.
It's one, listen, I don't know no guy at some point that was a stepfather where that kid said, you ain't my daddy. I don't know no guy that ever didn't go through that. That's number one. Number two, what you gonna tell him if he decide that he want to play a bigger role in his kid's life?
Do that.
But I'm saying though, what if he say, that it could get messy.
It does.
That's all I'm saying is it can get messy.
It
You know
does.
what I'm saying?
enough.
It does.
And so I
enough.
can't, man. I wouldn't be the person.
I think it's
I don't
so
think it's
hard, though.
anything wrong with getting with a woman that got children that are older.
Yeah.
But young kids, that's hard. That's a difficult
You almost a
play right
unicorn
there.
not having children. Like, I don't have kids. I'm 35 of my own, and I don't know many men when I was dating that didn't have kids.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's different. I wouldn't get mad at a woman if she said that she didn't want to be with a guy that had kids and she didn't have kids herself. But I just think it's harder for guys because we territorial, we got ego, disrespect is not tolerated, and I don't feel comfortable. First of all, I'm not going to be disrespected in my house. And secondly, if I can't put my hands on you, it's a problem. So in that case, I can't. And by default, I think that you should always champion the person that you married to above the kids because what's best for us is what's best for the kids. But no woman is ever going to put a man above her kids. In no way, shape, or form. If she got to pick between those kids and him,
Right.
she picking the kids. And so it's always going to be an uneven balance. It's always cool
Until it ain't.
until it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's what make it difficult. And people don't take that into consideration when they getting with the person. They just like, yo, I like you. You fine. You know what I'm saying? You perfect for what it is that we got going on. But it only take a couple different situations for that all to blow up. And then you made a connection with the kid. That ain't your kid. Y'all go y'all separate ways. You still emotionally connected to him because you helped raise him. But it's up to her whether or not she will still want to let you play a role in the kid's life.
Right.
Nah, I'm straight.
It is very difficult.
I'm good.
The whole co-parenting,
I'm not doing
bonus
it.
family dynamic can
I'm not doing it.
it
I
can be
couldn't
a
do it, bro.
challenge.
I
It can be
couldn't do
definitely
it.
a challenge.
I think that's recreational use only. Have a good time and go home.
See, you were wise enough to make the better decision that you had your child with your wife.
And
it was
I had already made up in my mind that I was never going
be a baby daddy.
that, and I was never going to raise my daughter in a broken household. So, like, for a long time, I didn't have second places and stuff like that, or I didn't have a studio to where I would work at. So I would stay out working from home and stuff, even when it came to content creation, because it was important for my daughter to see how I treated her mother. That's how that's how you raise a kid. Kids don't pay attention as much to what you say. What you say is the reinforcement of what you do. And the way that women, even young girls, are able to better understand how men operate is based off of how they see their father treat their mother.
Absolutely. My father was a womanizer.
See?
And I thought that chaos was love. I thought that arguing was love. And I can say that I allowed things to happen. And it was funny because I resented my mother for the relationships that she had. And then I ended up mirroring some of those same things in my
See?
adult life.
Yep.
I will say that I watched my grandfather love my grandmother in a way, and they partnership. And I think you don't like the word partnership.
No, I don't believe in that.
Right. I remember that before.
Because I don't believe that it's such thing as being equal.
I can agree with that. But I did see my grandparents love each other and choose each other every day and just operate in a way that just worked for them. And I'm sure it took many years to figure that out. So now with the relation that I'm in now, I find myself leaning more towards my grandmother.
How long you been married?
9 months.
Oh, you knew.
Yeah,
You
we
knew,
knew.
baby.
We knew.
Fresh on the street.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations. I
Thank
think
you.
that's dope. I really do. I love, and I love when people win. And, that they see a person that they want to spend the rest of their life with. I think that's dope.
I think that people just feel like it's supposed to be perfect and it's just going to be flowers every day, and that's just not realistic.
I think it's pretty perfect for me.
Yeah, for me, but it's every day is not roses.
Every day is roses.
Really?
Every day.
You rich too.
But no, because I wasn't always rich, right? I had went broke in 08 and everything, right? And so I had to get back. It was some tough times. So, but the thing that I always say is that I'm going to spend 99% of my time on the thing that I like about you. I'm not going to focus on things I don't like about you.
Same.
I'm only going to meet you on a space that I want to meet you at. And I'll spend a 1 to 2% of my time focusing on stuff I don't care about. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to sit here and, hey, why you ain't do this? Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? She this way. So I like her in that way. I'm going to focus on the things that I like about you. I'm not going to spend no time focusing on stuff I don't like about you.
I definitely agree.
Listen, elaborate on partnership thing.
I think when women say they want a partnership, that's the feminism coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's that I want to be equal. I want to have some say-so in conversations or whatever. And that's cool. I don't believe in that. I believe in a benevolent dictatorship. So I'm going to consider you, but ultimately I'm going to make the decisions that's best for us. And so that's what I kind of, you know what I'm saying? And that don't mean that you don't have say-so or responsibility or whatever.
But you are the
But
leader of the house.
I am very old school
Yeah.
You are the head
in
of
my
the house.
mindset, and I don't believe in ain't no hyphenated names, ain't none of that shit. Like I don't believe in that, none of that shit.
My name hyphenated.
But I mean, but you just really got married, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit different. But
My dad's deceased. I wanted to keep a part of that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. But I don't believe in like you're not gonna be the head of household. I'm not gonna ask you if I can buy something.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not doing none of that
I don't
shit.
even, I want you to be the man.
Yeah.
I want you to be in control. Not control of like me, but like, I don't know how to make sense of it, but it's just like, be the man. I want to be like, go ask your daddy.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I don't want to have
believe in
to be,
partnerships.
I don't
Bible
want
say
to.
so.
When women say I want a partnership, that's her deviating from saying I want a husband.
Yeah. We can converse about the choices in the house.
I don't want a partner, I want a wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want somebody that embodies the characteristics of a wife. I'm not looking for an equal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not looking for you to pitch in. I'm not looking for you to pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? But I am looking for you to lean into your femininity.
But
and
when you
nurture.
went broke, did your wife have to do that?
No. I went and got 2 jobs. I worked at Home Depot overnight. I hustled. I went back to school. I worked 2 full-time jobs and I went to school full-time also. And thankfully, Oakland Community College had just started transitioning into online classes, so I was able to take classes on weekends and then do my online classes or whatever. But no, she still ain't pay nothing. Like me being broke wasn't like, I need you to go get a job. Me being broke was like, we ain't got it to party like everybody else. We can't go and buy a bunch of cars. We got to go to the auction and get something and pay for it, and then we got to grind and hustle.
She
for a
doesn't
second.
work.
My wife hasn't worked in 18 years. Since my daughter was born, my wife has never worked.
Wow.
Not a regular job.
Okay.
Now,
So she
she's
does
worked-
what she
she's-
wants to do.
Well, I got a property development company, so I buy land and I build houses, but I don't finance. I don't work with banks. I do it all out of pocket. So she oversees all of that. She went and got the builder's license. She deals with the contractors, and it's what she loves to do. So I told her she could do whatever she wanted to do. If she wanted to go back to school, if she wanted to do volunteer work or whatever, and she found her niche in that, and that's what she loved, and so, you know what I'm saying, that's what she did.
Love that for
What made you make the decision to do everything out of the
Now, that don't mean that I don't love the hoes, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Let's get to that after his
What
question.
made you want to do everything out of pocket?
Because I think I got PTSD from what happened in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
Losing everything. Banks, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And it's nothing wrong with banks, but I think it's multiple different ways to make money in real estate. My goal in real estate is not to make money. My goal in real estate is to get rid of money. So because I generate a lot of revenue and online and business and sponsorships, I need to reduce my tax burden. Right. So I look at real estate as a long-term play. And a long-term play is it's going to generate X amount of dollars after so much time, but right now I got to get rid of the money. So I don't need money from the bank. I need to get rid of money in order to reduce my tax burden. So my goal is to spend as much money as I can so that I don't get taxed as much as I would be if I was just to take that in as income.
Let's go back
So.
to you loving the hoes.
I mean, we all love the hoes.
Right. Do you get hall passes?
No, I don't need no hall pass.
Okay.
But that don't mean that loving the hoes don't necessarily mean that you're doing something you're not supposed
That you have
to do.
to act on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think women are gorgeous. Women are beautiful. But that don't mean that I have to put myself in a position of where I got to, you know what I'm saying, be tempted or resisted. Like, I love being around beautiful women.
Mm-hmm. I just told my husband that I said, you ain't blind. I expect you to look.
I'm not blind.
I expect you to look. Just don't gawk. Shit.
Facts. I mean, I'll pull up to the strip club all day long.
Please go. I
Day
want to go
shift,
with
baby.
you.
Day shift.
Yeah.
Which one?
Pantheon.
Shout out to Kip. Shout out to Kip.
Shout out to
The
Kip.
Kip. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
know
not
what
opposed
it is.
to. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah. So
You know?
I mean, I still love the hoes, but that don't mean that I'ma be in a position of where I'ma make you look dumb or you got to worry about a disease or any of that type of stuff. No, I'm chilling.
It's just an ego stroke sometimes too. I think that it's okay to. I'm not gonna say entertain. That's not at all. But I think everyone needs their ego stroked every now and again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm chilling. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But I just
You
know
don't
what
give
I'm
me a
saying?
man that feels inadequate about himself either. I think a lot of times men do a lot of things because they don't feel enough.
I think if guys have to hide the fact that they think that women are beautiful, you are in trouble in your relationship.
Absolutely.
Period.
So I'm never going to not, like, that's just who I've been my entire life. Like, I've learned how to manage it more effectively. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm chilling.
So, as we can tell, you're a man of strong, peculiar perspective.
I don't think I'm too much different than most of the guys, honestly.
No, you just vocalize it differently.
And it makes sense. It has sense. When you think it through, it makes sense. So let's kind of take a detour real quick.
I think I'm coming back here too on the low. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So let's take a detour. Strong perspective. You're getting interviewed today, but you also an interviewer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've interviewed the likes of Stephen A. Smith,
Stephen A. Smith,
Brian McKnight,
Lamar Odom, Brittany Renner, Rashad McCants, Charleston White.
Let's park right there at Charleston.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my dog.
Charleston
That's my guy.
he's a wild fella.
He's something else.
But he's also, if you listen to Charleston,
He got some sense.
Charleston got a head on his shoulder.
He's smart as hell. Mm-hmm. Smart as hell.
Now let me ask you this: based upon you, have you had multiple interviews with him? Or
Yeah,
just one?
we've done maybe 9-10 interviews together.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: do you credit some of your success to how open Charleston is on your platform?
Let me say this. I think that when you interview people, and this is a tip for y'all content creators, anything. My goal when I interview is to allow for people, I want to ask the questions to get them to say what they want to say. I don't judge them. I'm not debating them. I'm not doing none of that, right? If we was doing a show to where it was my opinion and his opinion and we going like a versus, then it would be a little bit different. But my goal is to get Charleston to say stuff and to open up in any interview, right? Brian McKnight, all of that. Is to get them to be able to say what they want to say when they want to say it. You know what I'm saying? So yes and no. The yes part is the value that they bring to the platform is immeasurable.
Right.
The no part is I'm the one that reached out to you for the interview. And so I have to figure out how to also sustain that and capitalize, because part of an interview is to get the exposure,
Yes.
right? It's not even about the money. It's not about the profits. It's about the exposure. I want to open up my platform for a new audience that otherwise wouldn't have known me. But then I want to figure out how to keep that audience once they discover me. So that's why I say yes and no. The yes part is he's always going to bring visibility. But the no part is what you going to do with it after they leave.
Right.
Because you can't be interdependent on them for your success. You still got to be able to sustain it, right? So he gave me the visibility. I was able to grow it to over 2 million subscribers across 4 different platforms. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give them credit. You got to give the people credit. But at the same time, you also have to do the work after they leave to ensure that you sustain this, sustain the success even after they no longer on the platform.
So of course, you're interviewing, and in interviewing, you kind of able to set the tone of the conversation and lead it to where it's going.
Right.
I
try not to.
I'm going somewhere.
Okay,
AD.
go ahead.
A couple months ago,
Oh, yeah. I know where you're going.
I was laying in the bed.
The comedian.
You know what street I'm going down.
Yeah.
I'm laying in the bed, and I guess you getting interviewed, correct?
Yeah, so how that came about
Who was he?
Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
I knew he was gonna say that. Fucking
So
jazz.
how that came about was, I guess he had discovered my content and several other content creators. And so he would mention on a regular basis, hey, I want to talk to him. I want to get him on a platform or whatever. The other content creators would do theirs, via Zoom or whatever, right? From wherever they at. I said that I only wanted to do it in person. That way I could feel your energy. It's different doing stuff face to face. You can't hang up on me.
Right.
You can't mute me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see me. In which it wasn't no beef. We jumped on the phone a couple different times before I even came out there. And he was like, yo, I want this to kind of be explosive. I want to go back and forth. I know we got different ideologies, all of this other stuff or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, whatever. Let's get it popping. And so the idea of it was that it was going to go back and forth. And that's what it was going to be. The thing about it was that once I got there, it was like a switch. It was like a bait and switch type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, this what we doing?
I don't like him.
So for those that don't know.
But let me preface this by saying
Go
that
ahead.
I don't have any animosity towards him.
Okay.
At all. You know what I'm saying? I think it did a lot of numbers.
For sure.
It was a lot of visibility. And the one thing that I've always said, regardless of whether I like you or I don't like you, I live by 3 rules. The first rule is I never want to remove your ability to feed your family. Meaning that I'm never going to prevent somebody from getting their bread. I'm not a spiteful person. I'm not a hateful person. Second thing is I never advocate for somebody to get locked up, especially for something that they didn't do. You get caught and they got you on camera, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
But I'm not going to protest for you to have to go to jail or get a sentence, right? And the third thing is, you know what I'm saying? I never advocate for like death. I come from an era where we used to throw hands. I grew up with 3 brothers, you know what I'm saying? 8 uncles, and right there on 8 Mile, Sconey Island.
Come on.
So it was a little bit different for us, you know what I'm saying? And so we got it in right on the circle on Whittingham and Norfolk. It was this little circle where, it just was what it was. It was up. And when it was done, it was done. So for me, it was just like, I'm like, who you talking to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, it was also like, I could tell when somebody pump faking. You know what I'm saying? Not to revisit it too much, but if you gonna do something, you gonna do it. You don't need me to push you. If it's up, it's up.
Right.
Right? I'm not about to talk. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. And I don't want nobody to lose their platform because YouTube don't play about fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we doing something, we doing something. If we not, let's just keep it moving.
Do you think,
and I wish him the best, honestly. I think he'll be fine.
right.
I'm gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Everybody is gonna be all right.
Did you think he expected you to turn up like that?
Because the image that I have online is I'm a family man, software engineer. I can communicate effectively, married for a long time. I'm a nerd. You know what I'm saying? And I do. That's what I want to be. The goal for me growing up from the hood was to get out of the hood. I ain't never wanted to be a gangster. I ain't never wanted to go to jail. I don't know nobody that grew up in the hood that wanted to stay in the hood. Everybody wanted to make it out. That's how I know somebody is fake, because they always trying to say,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody glorified the greatness. They made it represented where they was from, but that's different from saying, I want to be in the hood. No, nigga, the goal was to grow old. You know what I'm saying? And to get some money so we can make it out. But
I'm sorry.
But I just think that I know when it's up and when it's not. I know when somebody pump faking and when it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was just like, come on, man, stop. You ain't gonna do that.
So what did you think when he said, let's switch seats?
I was like, all right, let's switch seats. I didn't think nothing was popping. Honest to God,
it was just all performative.
It
was all performative.
I never in my life ever felt like anything was gonna happen.
Okay.
I didn't.
I just don't think
And
that
that's
he has
why,
a platform
and that's
good
why I
for
was
black
like,
people.
well, listen, bro, like, if you want to go in the back, we don't need no cameras,
Right.
and it don't matter if we want to lose. Let's just figure it out.
You said that mic was shaking too.
It was. It was like this, which that could be interpreted a couple different ways, right?
You're right.
One way it could be interpreted as, is you nervous? The other way it could be interpreted as is that you just got a lot of adrenaline and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you get real mad, sometimes you shake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be taken a couple
I
different
love
ways.
that you're not discrediting him.
No, listen, I think he just did a show here at the Punchline or something like that.
He did, yeah. I'm just not a fan of how
I
he
ain't trying to
how he speaks about
pull up
women.
on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
Because now you're in my land.
I ain't trying to stop nobody from doing
Right.
what they doing. Get your money, do your thing.
Because you could have tricked him. Like, no.
I got people here that's like, yo, Tom, we riding for you. And I'm like, for what? This ain't no beef. I'm safe. I was safe then.
Right.
I did a live stream from LA the same next day. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable. So I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I think that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, in the moment it plays out how it's supposed to play out. I think we need to be thinkers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody crash out. I don't want to see nobody go to jail. I don't want to see nobody suffering. I don't want to see nobody escalated more than it was at that moment. And I'm gonna capitalize off of it. But at the same time, man, he 50 something. I'm in my 40s.
Go sit your old ass down, nigga.
Let's go get some money and go get some pussy.
We just got a few more minutes. Since we talk about people are getting older in the game, Drake.
Oh, I
just
love
dropped a
Drake.
new album.
I love Drake.
What you think?
I love that album.
All three?
That's all I'm bumping right now.
All three?
All three of them.
I like Iceman.
I like them all.
I like Habibi more.
But listen, I listen to all type of music. I listen to alternative techno, all of that stuff, right? I'm listening to whatever it is that the ladies want to listen to.
You think that
I
this
love that
demographic
album.
is really listening to it because we have mixed emotions on that?
It depends on the mood that we in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a Sade type of mood, I may be in a Sade type of mood. I might be in a D'Angelo type of mood. I might be in a Jeezy type of mood.
Right.
It just depends on the day and the summertime and the weather at that time and if I just got some. You know what I'm saying? So the vibe is gonna be whatever the vibe is gonna be. I ain't limited. You know what I'm saying? I love that album, bro.
I'm just glad he's back. I'm
I
ready,
love that
I'm
album.
ready to go to a concert.
Hey, the music ain't been dry.
It is.
Sure.
I'ma just
It
keep it
is.
100.
Call it spade a spade.
It's been dry.
Yes.
Every Friday I go and check iTunes and Spotify and I'll be like, man, ain't nothing.
No.
What is this nonsense?
No.
I skip through some of this stuff and I'll be like, all right, man, I'm straight.
I'm listening
Top
to
three
my...
songs on there.
I like the last one on Iceman. It's like more of a mellow one. On what? On just the Iceman album or?
Iceman, that's what I'm on.
I like the one with Drake.
You mean with Future?
With Future and the chick that he got on there. I like Plot Twists. I like all of the
Make them.
make thems.
Yeah, like...
Hey,
Yeah,
I like all
the
the
I like
make-thems.
all of the make-ems. And I just think it's a vibe. I think she bang. The women like she bang.
I love Shebang.
See?
So you think Rick Ross hating?
100%.
It's not a good
and I
look.
love Ross.
it's not a
I
good
love
look.
Ross too, but Ross is... I want him to stop
I
talking.
love Ross's catalog.
I just want... Yeah,
and I like Ross when he troll, but now it's kind of borderline hate.
He has to
Yeah.
understand that some of his crowd is Drake's crowd, and I feel like he's losing.
What do you mean?
that.
All of Ross's top songs, the most streamed songs, is all Drake's. The Aston Martins, all of them is Drake songs.
I love Rick Ross until he started talking. When celebrities got Instagram and we could hear them talk, it just turned me off. Him, Dame Dash, Master P. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
I agree. Dame is down bad.
Dame is down bad.
When every single thing you talk about has to revolve around another man, it's problematic.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
It's
Hov
bitter.
need to get back in the field for Drake?
No, I think that Hov is already a legend, and anything that he do is just gonna be.
I feel like that'll be real good for the
culture?
hip-hop.
I think that Hov is on a whole nother. Hov is kind of he's like on Nas's level. You know what I'm saying? He's from a certain era. Even the people that grew up listening to Hov, the Reasonable Doubt, the Black Album, the Blueprint, all of that type of stuff. Even American Gangster, I love American Gangster.
Me too.
You from a certain era. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really understand Hov because you wasn't outside at the time that he dropped it.
You gotta
Like
think,
when he was on some, what's the difference between the 4.0 and the 4.6?
you had to be a get money nigga. And everybody,
understand.
but he made you want to know what it was. He was
Right.
the first like real bragging rapper.
Yeah,
You know, that bragged about
Drake
shit.
is in a different wave. He's appealing to a different demographic. It's kind of like Jeezy, right? One of my favorite albums of all time is Thug Motivation 101. Man, if I put that on, it's up.
It's on, yeah.
I feel like I'm about to get all the money in the world right now.
Thug Motivation. Thanks, AD.
Yeah.
Come hang with
I'm
us.
coming back, bro.
Pull up on us,
Need you
baby.
back.
Hey,
Because
I'm
I
a man-
wasn't done talking.
I'm a
Man
man
of your word.
I'm a man of my word.
You
know
are.
I'm a man of my
Said it.
word.
Appreciate you.
You know I'm a man of my
We
word.
appreciate you.
Thank
Holla at 'em,
you.
sis.
All right. Thank y'all for rocking with the best. We will catch y'all next week. This episode is sponsored by A&G Trucking. If you or someone you know is interested in being an owner, operator, or dispatcher in the trucking industry, contact A&G Trucking. You can contact them on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Tell them that Elle sent you over at the Culture Council.